give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I just had to. This is not just a spoonful of anything. It's a spoonful of samosa chaat. Spicy potato wrapped in a crispy exterior, deep fried to a brown perfection, doused in spices and chutneys, a dash of yogurt, and a mouthful of heaven. And what's more, this humble street side delicacy changed a 12-year-old's life. No, I'm not exaggerating. And today, I will tell you how. How a samosa chaat changed my life. My family and I were traveling in India, and we stopped at a food court for lunch. To my left, a pizza counter, cheese, toppings, perfect crust. To my right, a pani puri counter, an overwhelm of taste. And of course, in front of me, every kid's favorite lunch, pasta. Cream, herbs, cheese, the perfect combination. And of course, my favorite, samosa chaat. I scanned over the menu. I scanned it again, and again, and again. My brain scans all its previous experiences. Which of these dishes do we know will give us fail-safe flavor? And what do I choose? Samosa chaat. What I chose the last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. Raise your hand if you always end up ordering your usual favorite dish after looking at the menu for forever. You do? Great! So it isn't just me. Every time I went into a restaurant, I would choose the same dish over and over again, and I was sick of it. I never tried anything new. I was always eating exactly what I had always eaten. Simply because it was what my brain knew. So I did a thought experiment on myself. The next time I walked into the restaurant, I made a firm decision. No samosa chaat today. My heart raced with a mix of excitement and trepidation. At some point, I even started to reverse brainstorm and think of the worst possible outcomes. Even though I wasn't 100% convinced about trying something new, I went ahead and gave a vada pav a chance. And the next time, it was noodles. And the next time, it was sushi. And I realized I actually like these meals more than my ritual samosa chaat. The simple act of stepping out of this invisible boundary of mine sparked a deeper reflection on how our brains work in other situations too. Do we hold on to what we expect a situation to be like? Or do we hold on to our idea of a thing instead of embracing what could be? I expected samosa chaat would always be my favorite dish. But hey, I guess not. When I decided to give this a try, it felt like I was taking a leap into the unknown. At first, it felt strange, like wearing a new pair of shoes that hadn't yet molded to my feet. But soon, I realized it worked. It wasn't just about trying a new dish. It was about understanding what my brain favors out of habit and past experience, and make a conscious choice to step away from what's familiar and try what's new. Because how else do you learn? If you aren't trying new things, your brain is learning nothing different from what it knows. And yes, of course, it wants you to try what's known and safe. But if you always did exactly what you have always done, nothing ever changes. It's scary. You might fail, but that's what makes it worth it. The moment I started seeing life as a Control X project, I opened myself up to a world of new experiences, uncovered new passions, developed new skills, and saw the world from different angles. I mind mapped my experiences and shaped them into one perspective. I encourage every parent to make a conscious effort to recognize their child's comfort zone and push them into areas where they feel less comfortable. It might make you a little unpopular in the short run, but it's worth it. You will be building kids who can explore the world, develop new skills, and become better people every single day. My parents are not afraid of being unpopular. They take great joy in getting me to step out of what I find comfortable. In fact, last year, much against my will, they signed us up as a family to spend a week at an ashram, an austere spiritual retreat. Every day of every second was scheduled. If you missed a meal, you had to walk a mile to the nearest food stall. You washed your own dishes, you ate what was served, no room service, and definitely no fancy buffets. I resisted at first, but it brought us closer together and made me, actually us, appreciate simple things: laughs, food, time with each other, and a good night's sleep. Let me introduce you to something called the Good Job folder. It's not about recording your accomplishments, but rather about addressing and overcoming your fears. Here's how it works. Identify your scary unfamiliar. List 5 things that worry you, cause uncertainty, or activities you just dislike. Rate each of these on a scale from 1 to 10 based on the intensity of it. Then, address each one. Each day, choose one scary unknown zone to focus on and take steps to reduce its intensity by just 1 point. Document how you tackle this and how it made you feel. Lastly, track your progress. Over time, you'll notice that these fears become less daunting. By regularly reflecting on how you faced and reduced it, you will build confidence and a sense of accomplishment. In essence, the Good Job folder helps you transform your fears into achievement, showing you that you've faced and overcome challenges, which in turn boosts your self-esteem and sense of achievement. There, that's it. Writing your accomplishments could literally shape your perspectives. After having these diverse interactions in my life, in different parts of my life, I learned something. New experiences. That's what really shapes you. And it starts here. A pre-samosa chart version of me was simply finding an answer. Yes or no, black or white, what you know and what you don't. But the post-samosa chart version of me is finding perspectives, colors, gray, and a whole lot of life learnings. How about you control X how your brain favors you? Challenge yourself to try something new and explore different perspectives. You might discover something amazing that you'd have missed otherwise. Embrace perspectives and don't be afraid to try new things. Find your own samosa chart. Thank you.